So, ladies and gentlemen, I promised myself after the last Meridian Mastermind, which at this point was 6 months ago in LA, that I wouldn't do another one. Even though, and I was telling Danny literally right before we rolled the camera, I have 800 plus applicants. 800 people literally begging to come to this exclusive event because, we've done, I think at this point, like 7, 8 of them, and each time it's just, you get more for this event than you do, and trust me, I know because I've been to many, more in this event, in this intimate environment here, literally in my house in London and in the office when my employees are here around. You get more from this event than you do at a $50,000 mastermind, because a $50,000 mastermind, there's 80 people in the room, there's 20 people in the room, there's 30 people in the room, so there's no deep dive, there's no real actionable plan at the end of the process. Let me go ahead and turn this exposure. But anyways, as I was saying, I literally vowed myself that, I wouldn't do another one simply because I wanted to focus, this year I wanted to focus on the business, focus on different parts of the agency, focus on different parts of the online education business. But I think, it's time for me to introduce who this is. This is Danny. He is the Colombian ad wizard. He is the man responsible for making some of our clients
more than a meal.
Yeah, I know, but top months, some of them up to 400K a month. And we're not talking revenue, we're talking return on ad spend. 400 grand a month, right? And that's not, one sale month or whatever. He's been able to do that consistently. So, Danny and I have been working together for over a year at this point. And yeah, we're both responsible for, the advertising, for Facebook advertising for our clients, except he's the one who's in the trenches every single day. And when I look at our client campaigns and, the success, I'm sure you guys have seen on my Instagram story, on my YouTube, literally us, we very rarely have a client who makes less than 50 grand a month profit, monthly consistently with us, right? And I can say he is literally 70, 80, 90% of the reason of why that's possible. And I know that so many of you guys out there are having, so many agency owners out there are having 2 issues. Number one, you don't know how to run profitable Facebook ad campaigns for your clients, and you get a client and you lose them. You get a client, you lose them. It's just this vicious cycle. And I know because I've been there, right? So that's number one. Or number two, you might be amazing at advertising, but you have no idea how to find a gem like this, right? You have no idea how to find a gem like this. And I think, Danny, you'd probably agree with me. When I first met you, you were a gem, but you're a little bit rough. Like you remember some of the early campaigns we ran?
I had a few slips in there.
Definitely a few slip ups. So, not only how you can find, a gem, right, to bring into your team, bring into your ecosystem, but how you can train them. And, obviously we've been working together for, well over a year now. How you can train them and build just this synergy in your team to make it feel as though agency, both like on both our perspectives, me as trying to go out there, get new clients, manage the business, manage cash flow, etc., etc. At this point, just my agency feels so light, so effortless to me. And on his end, he gets to work with all these incredible clients. We built out this incredible system, so that way there's no second guessing what's gonna happen next. So Danny's actually here. He's already been here a month, and he's here for another month. Which is why I actually want to throw a Meridian Mastermind. And the focus for this Meridian Mastermind is for people who, and when I say established, I mean you could be making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month or $50,000 a month. But people who already have an agency, who already have some clients, who either want to become killer. I mean, when I say Danny is the best Facebook advertiser I've met, I literally mean he's the best Facebook advertiser I've ever freaking met in my life. Not to, obviously would never mention anyone's name or whatever, but we actually had an employee who was responsible for $200 million in ad spend. $200 million in ad spend for the other companies he worked for, etc., etc. And I pit Danny and him up, over the space of 2 weeks. I put them up against each other, and Danny crushed this guy, and I basically ended up firing this guy. And now Danny's, left here standing because he is literally that good. We have Danny, and we also have Kieran, who's going to be coming to this event. So it's going to be, this is going to be a real powerhouse event where we've got Danny, we've got myself, and we've got Kieran, who's my product manager. Now, Kieran, he's the product manager for the education company, but he also writes all the copy for our clients, for the Facebook advertising and stuff like that. And he is, I've just never, David Ogilvy would be proud to have him as a son. He is that freaking good. So as I said, you know, if you are just sick and tired of losing clients, if you are sick and tired of either losing clients because you don't know how to run and structure profitable Facebook and Google advertising campaigns, if you don't know how to write kick-ass copy, if you just, you know, if you're either in that bucket or you're in the bucket of, you know, I'm making 8, 9, 10K a month. I'm making 8, 9, 10K a month, but I am just stuck in this hamster wheel where I have to deliver all of the services myself. And you want to, first of all, find incredible team members and then train them and, you know, really build out this entire system so there's incredible synergy within your team. This is the event for you. You know, I always say things with quite a little, you know, I always say things with caution, and, you know, I really make sure that I have like real resounding evidence behind my claims. And that first claim that I told you, you know, which is this event you will find more value from because it's capped at, this one is going to be capped at 5 people. So think about it. It's me, Danny, Kieran in front of 5 of you guys where we're literally doing, you know, campaign walkthroughs where I'm literally getting you to pull up your ads manager. I'm getting you to show me and Danny and Kieran what a campaign that flopped for you was like. I'm getting you to airplay it on the screen so real time we can give you feedback. So as I said, you know, this event for this ticket price is just it's ridiculous, and that's why I've had so many leads come through for this 2-day event here in my house in London. You know, that's why I've had so many leads come through and I've had so many applications come through, is because people know that this thing is underpriced. But, you know, I love this in-person event style. I love how intimate it is. I love, you know, just how ridiculous the results are, and just how much how big a change and a big a shift people make after leaving this event, because it's like nothing else out there. As I said, it's not that $50,000 a year mastermind where you're literally in a room with 20 other people and you don't ever get to actually have one-on-one time with a person running the event. So yeah, you know, I say this with no caution at all and with full confidence. Of all of the Meridian Masterminds I've done, if you still haven't made it out to one, this is the one to go to, because as I said, Danny in literally 30 days from now, he's gonna be going back to Colombia. And, you know, as I said, I only changed my mind about reopening the Meridian Mastermind simply because he is here, and this is something that agency owners need. They need to hear from a person, an agency that's super successful in terms of their profitability, right? And once again, you know my style, you know, I always talk about profitability, you know, actual profit, not revenue, okay? In terms of profitability, I actually don't know many other agencies out there, even the ones with 20, 30 employees in an office that you think are making a lot of money, they're actually scrambling to pay their bills. I don't know many agencies that are making more, and I definitely don't know many agencies that are having client success where they're consistently clocking 300 grand a month return on ad spend for their clients. 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month, you know, consistently across the board for all their clients. So, you know, before I get any more excited, yeah, that's the event. The dates and information will be somewhere around here. Guys, as I said, make sure you come out here and, yeah, make sure you come out and see this guy, because as I said, he's gonna absolutely steal the show. And Danny, any other words?
No, I'll be waiting for you guys.
You'll find out very quickly that Danny is definitely not a man of many words, but when he says it, it's worth gold. So as I said, ladies and gentlemen, really excited to see you guys here in London. Make sure you apply. Make sure you just give your absolute all to this application, because as I said, this thing literally sells out. Whenever I put it up, it literally sells out, you know, ASAP. So guys, hope to see you here soon.